Well, we are live for the last time, guys. I don't know, moving around, or maybe it's all the drones that are surrounding this camera, or maybe it's the metal table that I'm using. I don't know. So, we had a question about rates on the Bugs 2. What is going on, brother? Happy to have you here. Feedback? Yes, feed is back. This feed is back. We've published the other one, that way we didn't completely lose it and lose the information, and we've just started another one. So I apologize for that. As I brought it closer to this guy said bzzz, kind of like zapped the connection for some reason, so I apologize for that. So somebody said something about rates. I don't know. I don't know that the Bugs 2 has rates. As I'm looking at the controller and I have everything on, it's crazy. I'm in-house. Dude, I'm in-house and I got like 13 satellites. That's crazy. To even have any satellites in-house is super crazy. But, yeah, I don't know. So as far as rates go, this is going to be your up and down. This is going to be to unlock and lock the motors. This is going to be to take a picture, long hold that for video, return home, and then trim buttons, your satellite. That's your satellite button, and I believe this is headless mode. So I don't think the Bugs 2 has any rates. The only way I've been able to get a faster rate out of this guy is by connecting a Bugs 3 controller to it. And connecting a Bugs 3 controller, my manual says hold RTH for 3 seconds during initialization. It doesn't work. Ugh. I'm almost scared to hold RTH for 3 seconds. Let's see. I'm going to hold the drone too in case it does something stupid. Alright, so that didn't do nothing for me. Maybe during... see, I don't know that that'd do anything. We're going to turn this off. We're going to turn this back on. Yeah, I'm getting nothing. I don't think there's rates on it. If Birdman was here, he might be able to tell us, because Birdman's kind of a little bit more involved in this, as opposed to me. Like, I'm a bouncy ball and I'm all over the place. So definitely, maybe he'll chime in. But I don't know. I guess what we'll do as we chit-chat here is maybe I can show you how to put together the Cyclone. If you take it apart and you have to put it back together, maybe I could show you how to do that quick. While we are on here, if anybody has any questions, comments, concerns while we are doing this, feel free to comment, and we are going to shut this guy down. Be aware, when you pull this battery out, it will just drop. So if you're over pavement, probably take it out and put it in your back pocket. Let's see here. So when you are working on a drone, you should have screws. And what do you do with your screws? Put them on a magnet. You won't lose them. I have these screws separated in different categories here. These are the body mounts right here. This is the mount for the battery compartment inside the drone. That's the mount for the board, and these are the mounts for the propellers. So what we're going to do here, we are going to back this up, and maybe... Now, you guys definitely want to see this, so... we will put that right there and just show you here. So what we have to do, we're going to unplug this. How much money do you think you used on all them drones? A lot of money. A lot of freaking money. I don't know how much money. I'm not even going to guess, but a lot of freaking money. So we have, right here is the camera port in this Cyclone. We have to unplug it because we have to run the wire elsewhere. We actually have to run the wire underneath here, which it's going to go... I might not even be able to run it that way. Maybe we kind of screwed ourselves on this, but then again, it doesn't work, so what does it really matter? Yeah, it don't work, so I'm really not going to hook it back up. So we're just going to tuck this back under here. That's where this goes. This white box under there, that's your battery holder. And we're going to push this back under here if possible. Easier said than done. And again, if you guys have questions while I'm doing this, please feel free. I'll try to keep my eyes on the screen here while I'm doing this. Damn, I missed the rates on the Bugs 2. You didn't miss the rates. I tried to put it into different rates on the Bugs 2, and I don't think there are rates on the Bugs 2. Again, the way that I've been able to increase rates just a little bit is by hooking up an MJX Bugs 3 controller to it. it cancels out altitude, but then again, you don't have GPS anymore, and you don't have return to home. It is possible though. So all right, we're gonna take this. We're gonna straighten the ribbon. Bam. Or just pop that right out. That right there. Okay, thinking the same. Did we lose a screw? Nope. Bam. Good reason to work on a clean tabletop. And where'd our magnet go? Magnet over there. So this right here, this is where the battery slides into, and we have removed that. That way we can take this, and yep, this is going to go right in here, and we are going to put our wire for our camera up here where it belongs. It goes out the side here, and then we're going to slide that back in there. Antenna goes down the side, which if you could see that, that's going to go down the side, and that all kind of just sits in there, which it's not sitting in there nice. So I don't know, I'm half tempted just to rip it out because we're not going to use it. Let's see, I don't know if the ribbon will come off this. Nope, ribbon won't come off it, so we're going to try to put this back together. It says comes in mode 2 default. Okay, you're thinking, all right, bam. Mode 2 and I'm going to do this as I talk to you guys. Mode 2 is different from a rate button. Mode 2 is what we traditionally use in the United States to fly our quadcopters. If you ever get an MJX drone and it's in like mode 4 or something, like the MJX Hex, I believe will come in mode 4 and it doesn't fly quite right, that is because it's in mode 4. Mode 2 is your throttle where we're used to it on our left hand. Mode 4, so you can definitely switch modes on this. I'm not sure how off the top of my head, but if you switch the modes on it, you're going to be switching your throttle stick. You're going to be switching your pitch stick. So keep that in mind. Let's see, this probably goes over here. So that's what the modes is about. The modes isn't necessarily the rates, so keep that in mind. And we're going to put this up here, and this all just doesn't want to go in nicely. So all right, we got that there. We have the thing hanging out there, and this is supposed to be 5.8 gigahertz. The camera is supposed to flash 20 seconds and then stop. This camera did not do that, so I was not able to pick it up on our 5G frequency. Jamie Scott, what's going on, brother? You've been here. What's going on anyway? What are you up to? So all right, we're gonna put this back in here. What is your favorite drone? Favorite drone is the Alcenma. The Alcenma is a GPS drone. It's a return home drone. It's much like the Bugs 2, but you can shut all features off, and it's much faster than the Bugs 2. So that's why it's my favorite, and it's versatile as well. You can have an action camera on it. You can hook the Walkera up to it. It gets epic range, and you can toggle this on and off. You can toggle everything on and off. So right here we have our little screw holes and those pin pops, the little pins sticking up. Those stay on top. What's the craziest mod you have ever done? Bam, we're back. We reconnected. Apologize. What just happened? J-Drone blink out happened, which has been happening frequently, which again, I don't know. Maybe it's this table I'm on. I don't know, man. And again, very bad connection again. There, we are back up. We're backing up. Or maybe it's this phone. Let's get rid of this phone. My wife says the weather and the hurricane and everything going else on, so that might be it. Craziest mod, I don't know. Depends what you consider crazy. But for me, it's probably the Walkera setup that I've put on a couple different things. I like that setup. It takes a little bit up here, but not much the way that I do it. And we are going to go ahead and start setting screws in here. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, the 5.8 gigahertz that I have in the grill. Feed down again. Very bad connection. Stay. Bam. It stayed. Very bad connection, guys. I apologize. Somebody comment. Let me know you're still here. I'm not just talking in dead air. Shows there's 4 people still here. But that could be wrong, and it could be a lag. And I could be just talking to myself while I'm fixing a drone. Bam. Here. Absolutely. Again, guys, I apologize about the connection. I don't know what's going on as far as the connection goes. And as I'm fixing this, I'm trying to entertain to your thoughts and whatnot, and your feedback. always, 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 always with these small screws, have a screwdriver that is magnetic. If you don't, you're probably going to lose screws. And always do it over a table. Jamie, happy to have you back and happy that we're still here and we haven't lost complete feed. This has been Lucy feed day for me, and I apologize for that greatly. That's not cool. But again, wife says weather, hurricane, and whatnot. I'm on the legs on the Alcema. It's packed up, ready for the Philippines. Yes, I move there next year. Philippines, a little bit jealous, bro. Definitely a little bit jealous on that note. You're going to have nice weather down there, I'm sure. Nice surroundings. Definitely, if you are not on drone days, again, guys, if you're on drone days and you don't say you're from drone days, some of your tags, I can't tell if it's your names over there. But if you are not on drone days and you're going to the Philippines, you better get there so you could share some of the drone footage. Definitely would appreciate that. The JDC in here, J Drone Crew, JDC. I like that. I think the next live feed I'm gonna have to use that, bro. Might have to steal that from me or borrow. I'll borrow it because you definitely be able to use it. But JDC Crew in the house. I might have to get a hat that says JDC Crew. I like that. J Drone Crew in the house, definitely. So we got 2 screws sunk. Once we get these other 2 in, it's easy street from here. And hopefully we can get this done fairly quickly. If I had smaller hands, I'd be able to do this a lot quicker, but my hands kept growing in 7th grade when I stopped growing. What? What are you doing? I'm screwing screws in. No, you can't do it. Well, not that you can't do it, but I got it. I have a magnetic screwdriver. But yeah, 7th grade, I was this height. I was taller than my brother. My brother's over 6 foot. My father's over 6 foot. All his brothers are well over 6'5". And this guy stopped growing in 7th grade. My hands didn't. My hands kept growing. My hands are the same size as my dad's, the same size as my brother's. And generally anybody I encounter, they're either the same size if they're over 6 foot or they're bigger. So I got big gorilla paws, and playing with screws doesn't make things easy. So definitely want to have a magnetic screwdriver. What else you guys got? Questions, comments? I'm more than happy to entertain them while I'm screwing this back together. Oh, what is going on? Mr. Carlos? Ed Carlos? Tall family. Yes, tall family, dude. Tall Irish family. They were, and he had a lot of brothers. And sisters. I have a lot of aunts and uncles. But yeah, my dad probably stands like 6'3", 6'4", and all his brothers are taller than him. So he was the shortest. And then my brother, who's a year older than me, he stands maybe 6'1", and I'm standing 5'2" if I got some fluff in my shoes. Or not 5'2", I'm sorry, 5'10" if I got some fluff in my shoes. 5'2", I'd be hella short, dude. I'm about 5'10" with some fluff in my shoes. So I could be about 5'9", depending if I take the fluff or the insoles out of my shoes. One more screw left on this bottom board here, and then we are at the top part, which the top part is the board, which is super easy. That goes on those pegs that I showed you. Gorilla Glue, Gorilla Tape. That's what I fixed the bugs too with. This tape right here is Gorilla Tape. Dude, this stuff will stick to your hands and rip your fingerprints off. It won't, but I'm sure you could get my gist on saying that. And the other Gorilla Glue to use is the clear gel stuff. This stuff here I had bought, and this stuff needs time to set. If you're looking for crazy glue, don't get this one, like an immediate stick. This one needs time to cure. Definitely don't get that one. All right, so all we need to do, we need to press our board down. And on those pegs, I don't know if you can see those pegs here. See the pegs? Taj Mahal bugs with Gorilla Glue. Absolutely. The internet again. The internet should be fine. I got the internet here. It should be fine, bro. If it's out on your side, I apologize. I'm sure it'll buffer quick and get back to it because I'm showing a good feed here and we got more people in here. Guys, what we were talking about was rates on the bugs on the Bugs 2, and somebody said about the second mode that it comes in that the instruction manual refers to. The mode is where your controls are. Fourth mode, a lot of MJX drones, the MJX Hex comes with it. That switches over to a European style of flight. They fly with a different controller setup than we do. It's just personal preference. I'm sure some people in the United States fly with that as well. So definitely be aware of that. And we are going to put our board on. What else you guys got? What drones are you guys looking forward to? Myself, I'm looking forward to the Spark. I'm looking forward to get the Spark. I thought about getting the Mavic, but I think the Spark is more fit for my needs. And bam, we are set. I think the Spark is more fit for my needs as far as my excursions go. It's a little bit smaller. It's a little bit more discreet. What's up with the Bang Toys C21? The Bang Toys C21. Let's see. We got the Bang Toys 15, which is the brushed one. Bang Toys 16. The Bang Toys 21. That looks like a good drone. Yeah, X21. That's what was throwing me off. The X21 looks like a good drone. I don't have that on my list of go-tos. One of my list of go-tos, besides the Spark, and my other go-to that I'm looking forward to is the M1 from Wingsland. The M1 from Wingsland looks super cool. There really aren't many reviews on it. A lot of the Chinese places say the M1 is not available. Guys, this is what we are putting back together if you have now joined us. And the mod that I have on here is a 5.8 gigahertz camera because obviously my 5 GHz Wi-Fi camera does not work. And so we threw that on there because this drone gets epic range. And we are down. Let's see. We have one screw set. We're going to get the other two screws. Are you? Am I what? Am I getting that drone? Am I getting Cheerson X21? Or the Bang Toys X21? I don't think so. Not that I think it's a bad drone, sponsored at all. I'm not sponsored by anybody. Occasionally, I'll get companies that want to throw me something and want me to test it. That's about the only sponsoring I've got. Other than that, I'm you. I go to work. I come home. I save some money. I want to buy something. I buy it. I'd really like if yes, I should be. Absolutely. Tell the manufacturer. Sponsor J-Drone. Yeah, I'm not sponsored by anybody particularly. I've dealt with GearBest in the past, and I've stopped dealing with GearBest. And right now, I'm actually talking to a different person from GearBest and discussing the issues that we had. So maybe I will have correspondence with GearBest again. Hopefully we didn't lose that. If we did lose it, I'm not too worried about it. Bam, we didn't lose it. Just because I don't sugarcoat none. If you send me a bad drone, I'm telling you guys it was a bad drone. Is it a possibility that the drone is 1 in 1,000 that was bad off the mark? Absolutely. Sent them some letters, let them know about it. JDC. Absolutely, dude. They sent me 2 bad drones. Hey, Jay. So, hi, my son, Jay. Hi, Jay. Say hi to my son, Jacob. What is up, RC and Jacob? What is going on, brother? Happy to see you here. We are kind of throwing our drone back together. We went out and bought a new cell phone so we could connect to it, and here, the camera don't work. We also have some Bugs products sitting around. We're not going to get too close to the camera because every time I've done that, it's kind of cut out. That's the Bugs 2 that I've modded, and then we got the Bugs 3 down here. Do you have a Phantom? Yes, I do. I have the Phantom 3 Standard, which I don't use too often. That was the Bugs 3 right over there. So, Jacob, that's what we're doing. We're playing with some bug stuff. And, again, this guy, it's Drocon. MJX made a white one. I consider this part of the Bugs family. It's a Cyclone, and it looks very much like the Bugs drones. So we are putting this... Do we have the wrong screwdriver? I have one that's magnetic. Bam. We do. We had the wrong screwdriver. That's why it's dropping screws. MJX or US Toys should be giving you something. Did not catch that. Free gear. Dude, I wish I was getting free gear from them. What up, Jay? Greetings all the way from the Philippines. Philippines in the house. We are worldwide. What is going on, brother? MJX, that'd be nice. Like, to be sponsored by MJX, maybe get a jacket or something. Dude, see, I'm not pushing for that. I'm not pushing to get sponsors. I'm not pushing to have things like, here, this is what I'm drinking. I'm drinking a Surge. It's not an energy drink. It's kind of close to an energy drink. But bam, Surge. I like Surge. J-Drone likes Surge. Go ahead and get you a Surge. I'm not going to do that. At least a shirt. Exactly, a shirt. But they'd be smart to do that. MJX would be smart to send me a t-shirt. Send me a baseball hat or something. Send me a wristband. Wristbands don't cost no money. I'm flying the heck out of your drones, yo. And any more visual exposure, like right now, you can't see any drones. But if I had a hat on, if I had a wristband, I think I'm the youngest here, 10. 10-year-old kid in the house, good place to be to learn. MJX Pro right there. Definitely like my MJX drones. But yeah, if they gave me some swag, dude, I'd definitely wear it. You guys would see it, and they'd be able to market it. Because if it was cool, and if the hat fit nice or the wristband was dope, they'd be able to sell it. And if you guys are flying MJX and you like MJX and you want to be all about MJX, I'm rocking MJX, which obviously I'm not because they're not sending me stuff. Yous would be more inclined to buy the swag too, which they haven't quite got yet. I mean, I've done sales a lot of my life, so I understand that. But as drone companies, a lot of these drone companies are new on the market or just getting started and whatnot. I don't think they fully understand what like Pepsi and Coca-Cola does, especially in the early 90s. The early 90s, go and watch a movie from the early 90s. Best bet you're going to see a Coke can in or a Pepsi can. That didn't happen by chance. That happened on purpose. That was exposure to have a celebrity have a Coke or a Pepsi can in your favorite movie. And what are you going to do? Chances are you're probably going to go out and get a Coke or a Pepsi because one of your favorite celebs had it and because you like it. That's all exposure. Okay, I missed a lot. Is the Hubsan you're working on? Nope, I'm not working on the Hubsan. I'm working on putting a Cyclone back together. We have a 5.8 gigahertz mod on this, and I bought a cell phone today that'll connect to 5G Wi-Fi, which is what that operates off of and what I couldn't connect to, but the camera's busted in it. So we're putting it back together. We have the board just about back down, and then a shell, and then it's back together. We put the props on, then we're done. We were discussing this. We were discussing the legs. They came off the Wraith drone. Stick GoPro or whatever. This mount is a body RC. I think bod RC mount you get off of Amazon anywhere. That's basically what we're discussing, and right now we're just discussing exposure. Somebody asked me if I was sponsored. I'm not sponsored. Occasionally, like RC Moment, that was the recent people that sent me stuff. RC Moment sent me a couple drones to fly, and I'm still kind of talking with them. The drones, the expensive drones I have coming in, I got itsy bitsy little discount on them from RC Moment, and that's why they're taking a while to come in, because they're actually coming over from China. But I still paid about $700 for 2 drones coming over, so again, I'm used. Occasionally I get stuff for free. Would I love to get stuff for free all the time? Absolutely. Would that change my reviews and make me biased? Absolutely not. I'm not playing that. I don't care what I get. I don't care if MJX says, yo, we will send you a crate of these. We will send you a crate of Bugs 2s and give you $1,000. Just do me a favor. If any of them are bad, don't report it. Not doing it. Not agreeing to it, so I'm probably going to lose out on $1,000 and a crate of drones. Give us a hint. I bet I can guess what you're getting. I already gave a hint earlier, but we will touch bases on again, and hopefully, dude, I'm going to zoom this in here. I got this phone to connect to 5G Wi-Fi. As you can see, I have the capability to do so. There's the broadband for 2.4 and 5G. Both drones coming in have 5G Wi-Fi. One of them you could turn it on and off. The other one strictly 5G Wi-Fi. We got one more screw to go on the board. And again, the board is the green thing here that we are connecting back down to the battery bay. Battery bay was the first over the camera, and then the green over top of that. So you can guess away there. There's several drones on the market that have that 5G, and we have the right screwdriver. Again, if you're messing with these tiny little screws, you're gonna want to get you a magnetic screwdriver. Otherwise, you're gonna be losing stuff. You should capture some video of your flights with the Phantom 3. I have some. If you go on YouTube, I mean, I'd like you to stick around for this live view so you can jabberjaw with me. But go on YouTube and search J-Drone Phantom. you'll see the stuff that I have. I do have stuff. I have some pretty epic videos that I've done with the Phantom on abandoned places that I've been. So you can definitely search that. I have flown the Phantom. It's not like I just bought it and it's collecting dust. I do also have it in a backpack case, so it's not collecting dust. And stupid screw. I do like the drone. I'm not disliking on it, but I'm definitely not I'm not a DJI nut per se. Like, there's a lot of guys that'll stick Phantom's the best, gotta have a Phantom or nothing, do or die or That's not me. I love drones. You guys see me. I fly everything from itsy bitsy little guys to big ones. You can magnetize a screwdriver with a magnet by rubbing on it. Yes, very well aware of that. Good screwdriver you could do that with. This one's pre-magnetized. There's probably like a little magnet at the top of it that keeps it magnetized. But yeah, that's good info. If you have a non-magnetic screwdriver, I don't think this magnet will do it because it's really not strong. But if you have a strong magnet, you can go shh, 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 shh. That's the noise that a screwdriver makes off magnet. And then your screwdriver will be magnetized for a little while. So if you don't have one, you could definitely do that. And come on, I'm trying to get this last one in here. It's being difficult. All right, it's hanging on the edge. Go in the hole. Get in the hole. Bam. It's in the hole. Now we are going to thread it. Try to thread it. Get it right where it's supposed to be. Bam, we got it. Come on. Almost got it. Don't got it. It's in the hole, but it's sitting sideways. I don't know. Probably ain't going to be able to see it right there. It is sitting sideways. Just got to stand up and start threading it. Come on. Come on. Stupid thing. Now it's sitting on top of the board. I hate small screws. And guess what? I'm not putting that screw in. Virginia in the house. What is going on? VA in the house. I like Virginia. I haven't been out to Virginia in quite some time. What do you like about droning most? Video, flying, or sport flying? That is a very good question. Let me put we're going to put the cover back on this. So we'll hold it up here while we're putting the cover on it. What do I like most about droning? I don't know, man. I think it's situational. I really do. I think it's situational. And what do I mean by situational? Well, if you guys have been on Jay Drone's channel for a while, appreciate you. Thank you. If you're new to the channel, you're probably not going to know this, but the guys that have been here a while, you guys know I go on abandoned excursions. I go to abandoned areas. I guess if I'm out in an abandoned area, I like to have something that I can record from an aerial perspective, because not only am I walking around with a camera recording, I can get an aerial perspective or whoop. Like, I've whooped through a 100-year-old school with a Hubsan H107C. I don't like it when there's really small screws. Yeah, dude, I can't stand it. So guess what? Our board is here. And we'll get back to the question. Right there, that little hole, ain't getting a screw in it. I got a jet stable footage, is much improved and easier to build. JDC, always stay up. Absolutely, thank you for checking in. So we are going to put this on here, and quite simply, it just goes over like that. And you want to just make sure we're not connecting this. That's our camera plug. Or wait, is that our camera plug? Let's see. Yep, that's our camera plug. We are not connecting our camera plug because the camera does not work, and there ain't no reason to. We don't need further draw on the battery when we go to fly it. We will be flying FPV with this. That's why we have set up. But simply, it just goes over like this, and everything just kind of clicks in place. And myself, there's a lot of screws on this. The only screws, situational, I'm with it. Yes, absolutely situational. Back to that. If I'm somewhere I should be, or if I'm somewhere I shouldn't be, like in a hotel, flying, dude, that kind of gets my heart racing. It's like, well, what if I can fly in here? What are they going to say to me if I fly in here? And nobody has. In that mall that I did, the abandoned mall, almost abandoned mall that I was flying through, security guard stopped me, and he was with it. He liked it. I don't live in Virginia, but I live kind of close. It's only an hour from here. Cool. We got a lot of people near Virginia, in Virginia. So here, check it. If you disassemble your Cyclone, The only screws I suggest you putting in, and I've done this already, promise you it'll stay together. I've flown this after I've done this, is the ones on the end and your body mounts. Let's see, do I have 4 body mounts? I have 4 body mounts. So you want to go with these 2 body mounts and the upper body mounts. The arm ones, I'm not putting in. I didn't put them in last time. We're not putting them in this time. So on our little screw magnet here, the ones by my pointer finger are going to go into the body. But yeah, very situational flying. The Phantom's dope filmer. So if I'm going to go film something epic like VW Graveyard, if you want to see something cool, tons of Volkswagen Beetles, J-Drone, VW Graveyard. We filmed that with the Phantom, and that came out really well. Although all the cars and a GPS drone magnetism kind of had it yawing just slight right that I was constantly fighting it each time. Not smart to fly around that type of stuff. Definitely not. Let's see here. Hopefully I got the right screws. I think I got the right screws. Or maybe maybe that's all I did. I didn't do that upper body mount. So here, we are going to fix our camera. And we didn't do this upper body mount. I only have 6 screws, which we have 2 in our hand right now. We did the center body mounts, and we did the outer arm body mounts. That's 6 screws. That's all you got to put back in this, and it will hold. It won't fall apart because, again, the shell basically clicks to itself, and I'm getting a little hoarse talking here. Got somebody else in here. State your name, state your claim. J-Drone's happy to have everybody. We are kind of fixing our Cyclone here. Not really fixing it, putting it back together after we diagnose that our camera doesn't work on it. And we are almost done. We have 4 more screws to set after this. But very situational flying, like we said. I like to fly everything, though. My style right now, though, is a brushless drone. A brushless drone like the Bugs 3 is basically where I'm at. Just because it's a lot of me flying. Have a 79 VW Westfall Camper 65. Dude, check it out. If you like VWs, not so much the Phantom fly around, but my walk around towards the end, you'll see some VWs that you may never have seen in your life. I promise you. And if you are a big VW guy, like you know everything about VW, the cars that you'll see towards the end of the video, you'll know are they're worth a lot of freaking money. I have friends. I'm not huge into VWs. I love Cadillacs, but I have friends that are huge into VWs. Their jaws hit the ground when I came home and showed them the footage. Yeah, that's, dude, VW Graveyard, dude. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure across the world, maybe there's Volkswagen stashes like that, but that is one heck of a horde, man. The VW Graveyard that I went to, one heck of a horde. I did a walk around, I did a fly around and whatnot. You know, you can swap the canopies on the Bugs 3. Haven't seen a blue top on a red body. Yes, you can absolutely do that. Definitely aware of that. I haven't done that just because I kind of like everything to look cohesive. I mean, I did paint it. Did you catch the silver one that I painted? We've painted one. They are interchangeable. The F100 is also interchangeable. We got a really thin screw here. Are they all that thin? Yeah, I guess they look bigger, not in my hands. Let's see here. Some of the laws in Canada have loosened up on some of the past weeks. Instead of 75mm, 30mm, and we can fly closer to airports. I'm happy to hear Canada's loosening up. I have friends in Canada that kind of stopped flying drones because of the laws that they were placing in there. Kind of made it hard for them to fly drones. So very happy to hear that Canada is kind of not nixing drones totally. Because flying drones is fun. Flying drones is a stress relief. Flying drones is an antidepressant. Promise you that. I had a friend that passed this year. Really close friend. And I've had people pass in my life. I'm of that age where people have died. Close friends have died and whatnot. But this dude, I was really close to him. Lived a half a block away from me. Known him most of my adulthood. And he passed. I was hella depressed. Extremely depressed. I wasn't online. I wasn't doing the J-Drone thing. I wasn't doing the drone days thing. One of the main things that helped me to get out of my box of my own head was flying drones. When you're flying a drone, You have your controller, you have your eyes, and you have your eyes on the prize, which is the drone. And it is truly an amazing thing to do. Drones, for a country to get really, really strict on them, isn't right. I can understand everything. Weren't for drones, I'd probably drink a lot more. Bam! Oh yes, it is stress levels drop to nothing. It does, dude. When you're flying, what are you thinking about? You're breathing air. That's the worst one for our family member dies. Absolutely, it's especially a close one. Like, but yeah, dude. It stress. You got stress. A lot of people. The old saying, "Go take a walk." New saying should be "Go fly a drone." The go take a walk thing might work because again, you're just kind of walking, observing your environment. But go fly a drone, dude. You're flying a drone. You got a toy in the air. As a child, here say this was a toy airplane. As a child, running around the house, meow, meow, meow. That was the extent of flying a toy. It was just running around the house acting. Meow. Now we have controllers and we can send our drones up and we can bring them back down and get the pictures from it. Anybody lose a drone in their neighbor's yard? That's true walk of shame. I've crashed my drone in my neighbor's yard. He doesn't have a fence, and I'm pretty good friends with him. So I've just walked over and grabbed it. I've never actually had to go do the walk of shame. Although I did lose the Tarantula 1505. Was used to make parachutes for dolls and throw them off. Exactly. Small stuff like that. That was our extent of getting in the air. The Tarantula 1505, I lost that. I found it. Guess where it was? It was like a quarter mile away from my house on top of somebody's roof. Now, it's getting close to doing the walk of shame there, but I backed up far enough from the house. It's sitting right. Dude, the drone's sitting right, so I flew the drone off the roof over to me. I was lucky. Otherwise, I'd be in that category of doing the walk of shame. Absolutely. But yeah, so far, I've not had to do the walk of shame. What's up, man? Frankenstein work again. Not really, Jason or JP. No Frankenstein work here. I'll show you in 2 seconds. We're just about done here. Hold on. Last screw. What we did, JP, is we went to the mall and we picked up a cell phone that was 5G compatible. You know the drone that I'm getting in. Don't spoiler alert. And guys, don't feel bad that JP knows one of the drones that's coming in. I talk to JP a lot. He helps me on YouTube. We live in a close-knit area. We also do the abandoned thing. He's big on that. He flies drones as well. But yeah, you know the drone that I'm getting in, and it operates off of that 5G frequency if you want it to. And I have another one that operates off of that. The Cyclone operates off that too. And I didn't have a phone, so we had a 5 gigahertz or a FPV setup on this. And I wanted to get a cell phone that's going to operate off that 5G, the 5.8 gigahertz Wi-Fi. Okay, we're back. I apologize. Sorry for that. That's been doing that constantly. Anytime I've been putting a drone towards it, for some reason it's been freezing and we got 0 people here. So maybe you guys left. I apologize about that. That's been the story of my life today, pointing drones into the freaking feed. But yeah, what we did today, JP, is I am back. Happy you are back. And again, I apologize for the freeze up. We bought a cell phone to get that 5G Wi-Fi. And right now we're just installing the blades on this, getting this back together after we found out that I can't test the phone on it, which I'm pretty sad about. I bought the phone specifically for that. I had no reason to buy the phone. I have a phone. I have a phone with service on it, and I even threw service on it because they wouldn't sell me the phone. Happy to see you here, JP. Yeah, they wouldn't sell me the phone without putting service on it. So I put a month's service on it and to try it out, and here I can't try it out. So I got to wait till the end of the week till one of the drones that has the 5G connectivity on it comes in for me to test it. Now the Laura Mall has 5G Wi-Fi on it, which we did test. My normal cell phone. What FPV goggles do you use? I'll show you the FPV goggles. One more propeller here. So we tested it in Laurel Mall, and I seen that my cell phone wasn't picking up the Laurel Mall 5G Wi-Fi. And then they showed me that this cell phone they sold me was picking it up. So it definitely picks it up. I just don't have a drone in here that'll pick it up. El Taj Mahal over here that smashed into the Taj Mahal operates off it too, but you can see I got legs and a camera mount on it. I messed up the camera smashing in the Taj Mahal. It doesn't work anymore, so I can't even test it on that. You can choose 2.4 or 5.8 through the app. Yep, I remember on your whatchamacallit. I remember on your review. Don't say what drone. We're kind of keeping that secret. But yeah, I remember on your review, and again, that's another reason why I wanted to get the cell phone. Even on the cell phone, I can choose whether to connect to 2.4 or 5, or just leave it open so it's searching any of it, and it'll show, and then I can pick from it. All right, Cyclone's back together. We popped this open to see what was going on with the camera. Steady flashing on the camera on this drone indicates that it's not working properly. It should steady flash for 20 seconds or less, and then you should be able to connect to it. I'll talk to you more about it later. Absolutely, I appreciate it, because again, you have it, I don't, and your review on it was super dope. Missed that last comment. I have this a little bit further away from myself, a little bit further away from the drones. I saw a video of a guy fly a DJI F500 drone. Where all the clouds are. I've kind of flown in the clouds. Clouds come in different ranges. I can't see the chat on Xbox One. If you can't see the chat, I'm generally reading everything everybody's chatting about. So somebody asked me what goggles I'm using. These are the goggles that I use. And we have something in there because we were showing that you could actually put a cell phone in these. These aren't VR goggles. VR goggles have two focal points. In the back there, this is one solid screen. What this is meant for is, where is it? Bam, 5.8 gigahertz screen. And we'll go ahead and turn this on. Obviously, it's not going to connect to anything. I don't have anything to connect it to sitting next to me to show you guys. But, let's see, this only goes in one way. This will go in right up top here, slides down, pops in, and then you get your drone's perspective 5.8 gigahertz. You could do this with Wi-Fi. You could throw your cell phone in here, but it's better to use a set of VR goggles that you have each focal point perspective, because a lot of apps do a split screen, and then you could get in with that. So we'll definitely take this out of there so I'm not just running the battery. But, all right, guys. I think this is a pretty good vlog, video, live stream, whatever. Anybody else have any questions, comments, concerns? There is one before this. We've been cutting in and out constantly. I did publish the one before this. If you want to check that one out, that one more explained the 5G connectivity between the bugs and the Cyclone, and it actually showed the Cyclone completely apart, and me showing you the camera and whatnot. That's before this one. It's already published. Appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys asking me questions. That's what this is all about. Kind of like Q&A here. I have something on topic that I try to do, and then as you ask questions, I try to answer those, just like this. Wanted to know what goggles I was using. This is what I'm using. They are MJX. They're from the Bugs 8. I bought the Bugs 8 set, which came with these. It came with a screen. The Bugs 6 I have did not come with these, but it did come with a screen. So I have two of these screens. These screens are scannable. If you have 5.8 gigahertz, you can use these. This is James Scott, my ladies tab. What is up, James? Happy to have you here. We've been discussing FPV. We've been discussing 5G Wi-Fi. I'm looking for goggles like that. Has DVR for cheap. Good video, brother. Thank you. Appreciate the good video. Good video, good DVR video, cheap. Off the top of my head, I think Eachine makes a decent set. Eachine makes a monster set that sticks out to like here, but I think Eachine has finally came out to a set that's kind of looks like Fat Shark, where you actually have like almost a goggle set and it wraps around. This is Jamie Scott, and we already read that. So you might want to Google Eachine FPV goggles, and then you're definitely looking for DVR. This isn't DVR; it's strictly viewing. Now on the 5.8 gigahertz Bug 6 that I have, that has a DVR built into it. So I can fly via this, and I can hit record, and it records it while I'm flying FPV. And then when I get home, I could pop the SD card out and I could share it with you guys. I could also share it with Drone Days, which, again, if you guys aren't familiar with Drone Days, go over to Facebook, search Drone Days. We have about 10 to 11K on there. There are 2 different Drone Days. The 1K is actually a mimic group of my Drone Days because I kicked a bunch of people out, and they're actually a little bit butthurt I kicked them out, so they created a group to mock me, but they've kind of tamed down. Let's see. Ever see the X Plus on Best Buy? I have not seen that on Best Buy. I've been to Best Buy and I've seen the drones they have in there. They have a decent selection of drones in there. And again, just to recap, people ask me, what drones am I looking forward to? I'm looking forward to the Spark. Don't know when I'm going to get it, if I'm going to get it. Maybe I already got it. Who knows? I'm looking towards the Wingsland M5. I have the Wingsland Mini Vet. Again, don't know when I'm going to get it. If I already have it coming, we're not going to let any of that information. Those 2 drones are the major drones that I'm waiting on, that I'm looking forward to. Can you do a live feed on one? Hold on. I'm going to bring this closer. Hopefully the drones don't screw up this feed because, I'm unable to read that really clearly. All right. Can you do a live feed on one of the AOs in the near future? I'm definitely saving for one. A live feed on one of the Alcenmas. I can do that right now, possibly. We're gonna put that back there. If you guys hang with me, we're not taking this into the drone room again, just because last time I did that, I kind of lost reception. Can you say hi to my wife, Robin? What up, Robin? But I can go grab an Alcema, or let's just talk about the Alcema instead of me getting up and you staring into blank space. The Alcema, for me, it is one of my favorite drones, just because it is essentially this guy and this guy in one. And what do I mean by that? Well, this guy has no features. This guy's a raw brushless flyer. This guy is chock loaded with features. It has GPS, it has return to home. So you take these 2, and if they here, little drone anatomy. If this guy mounted this guy and got this guy pregnant, and this guy popped out a baby, it'd be the Alcema. And the reason I say that is because the Alcema can do everything both these drones can do. This drone here is GPS. Cool, thanks, brother. This drone right here is GPS. And did I miss something? Okay, no, I didn't miss anything. This is GPS return to home. You can't shut that off. The only way I've been able to shut that off is by connecting a Bugs 3 controller to it. Then it shuts off the altitude hold. It shuts off GPS. But you don't have your return to home. But stock, you can't do it. This drone here is just brushless raw flyer. You can't turn on GPS. You can't turn on altitude hold mode. You can't. It is what it is. And something's beeping here. Okay, that's this phone. It's not the phone we're recording on. Maybe that's why. Dude, I got phones all around this phone that I'm recording on. Maybe that's what's been screwing up the feed. This one is what it is. You can't turn on altitude hold, GPS. You can't click return to home. If you fly this away from yourself, it's gone. So the Alcema, you can fly in GPS. You can turn the feed off. You can turn the feed off. You can click switches so it's no longer GPS, so it's no longer altitude hold. You can fly. I have the 2 bugs and 3. You can fly the Alcema like this with your switches engaged, or you can fly it like this with your switches disengaged. You can completely disengage GPS. You can completely disengage altitude hold mode. And fly it raw, and it'd be a speed flyer. So that is why the Alcema is my favorite drone. It is a more temperamental drone. They had one major flaw, putting the motor screw mounts in the light holders, which you have to torque before flight to make sure you're not going to lose motor and make sure you're not going to fly out of the air. But other than that, if you get one that is good, then you're good, as long as you constantly do your pre-flight checks. These guys, pretty good quality. I mean, I would suggest doing a pre-flight check on these. Check your motor mounts. Your motor mounts are under here on this. Make sure they're not loose. Check your propellers. Make sure they're not loose, and that's it. You really don't got to check too much. And even if you decide to go fly about 5-6 times, forget to check those. Again, the quality on these are pretty good, that they don't have any glaring issues. Like the Alcema, I'm not gonna lie, pre-flight, just part of the fun. Absolutely, to be safe. I love the Alcema, but again, it has that glaring fault that underneath the light covers is where the screw mounts are, and it's plastic. So if you go flying cold and go flying warm, plastic shrinks and expands, and there's a possibility from sport flying that those screws will get loose. You have to constantly be on them. I've seen some gimbals online that say universal, but scared to buy. What kind of gimbal? Are you talking about a brushless gimbal, or are you talking about a lot of people call these gimbals. I don't know why they call them gimbals, but I consider that a camera mount. Are you talking about a fixed gimbal, a fixed camera mount, or are you actually talking about the Walkera brushless gimbal? I'll touch on both. These are designed to go in the slide body. If you have an X8, if you have even if you have a Bugs, let's see, 3-axis, okay. I'll be doing an unboxing of the SEMA X8 FPV practice. Cool, definitely hit me up. Go on one of my X8 videos, comment, and let me know that you have it up there. Don't drop a link because it'll mark you as spam. So you're talking about a 3-axis gimbal. Yes, they are all universal. Are they all going to do this? Are they all going to do this? Are they all going to just slide right on the drone? Nope. They're not all going to slide on the drone. You are going to need to mod it a little bit. It does come with everything that you need to mod, but you are going to need to mod a little bit. My Walkera gimbal, I have the gimbal itself modded already, so it'll slide in a Bugs. It'll slide in an Alcema. So it is just slide and whatnot. But universal doesn't mean no modifications. Universal just means, hey, we'll provide you with the mounts and the tracks you need to adhere this to your drone. So that's what the universal means on those 3-axis gimbals. There's nothing that you can't say a mount's going to be universal for every drone, because every drone's underbody, like this, I have this zip tied to this. The underneath of this is not like the underneath of this. I'll show you the underneath of this. The underneath of this takes a slide mount clip. This, the Bugs 2 doesn't take a slide mount clip because it wasn't meant to. It wasn't meant to have legs on it. It wasn't meant to have a single gimbal like this. It was meant to record through its grill where the camera is. So you had to mod it. Could you put a Walkera gimbal on this and it says it's universal? Absolutely. The way that I have it, I'd probably zip tie it on it. A lot of people would probably screw into the body. I don't like screwing into the bodies. I like using zip ties, just for the simple fact I don't like defacing my drones, but occasionally, like the Bugs, the red Bugs that I chopped his mouth out and put a 5.8 gigahertz camera, and occasionally I do. So that's touching on that. 3-axis. Somebody's asking me to do him a favor. Somebody's messaging me. We're just gonna disregard that right now because we're talking to you guys. But we have been on here close to an hour. Has anybody else got anything else for me? I'm happy to answer anything, all questions, comments, concerns before we end this, before the video feed cuts out again, which has been notorious for this past feed. But I'm glad we're stationary here and we're just going and whatnot. Make sure you let me know about a day October. Yes, absolutely, JP. I have that in mind. Again, I kind of was at work today, but I wasn't on the clock. I got paid $75 an hour. It's good money, right? Basically to lift really heavy furniture for my boss. My boss, the person that owns the company that I essentially run, he had a client that needed furniture moved, and he pulled me in, and dude, $150 in 2 hours on my day off, I couldn't refuse. So tomorrow I'll check with the salespeople, either on my break or towards the end of the day, and then we'll get one of those dates put off, and like to actually request off. That way we could set it in stone and actually plan for it. No, thanks, it was great. Hope you do it again. Thanks for the video. Always, I'm gonna constantly do this. When I can't get out and fly, I'm gonna do this. Just for the simple fact, because I like to post a lot. I did post something today. I posted the video from the E-High Stratus with the GoPro on it. I posted that today. I like to post a lot. I like to get out and fly. Ideally, I would like to post 6 drone videos a day. That's my quota. I've been failing on my quota because of the rain, because of work. I had 2 weddings over the past weekend. So this I'm able to do. And when I click finish on this, I don't have to edit it. I don't have to do anything. You guys can come back. You guys can watch it. It loads directly to YouTube. So it's kind of a seamless way of doing things. When I record outside with my head cam or I'm recording from a drone, there's a little bit of editing involved. It takes a little while to upload to YouTube. This is constantly partially being saved on YouTube to my perception and what I understand of this, and then it just processes it, and then it makes it not live, but it allowed to review on my channel. That way people can pull the information that we've talked about and we've gathered here. So we definitely will do this again. I'm happy doing this, and if I could do it more so out and about, and that's what I wanted to touch on. Let's see. Hey, why don't you have a sponsor with everything you know? Again, I'm not going to say I get sponsors, but I get people that send me drones. I'm not sponsored through MJX. I'm not sponsored through DJI. I have gotten my fair share of drones. But as far as one company saying, hey, we want you, J-Drone, do us a favor. Fly our drones predominantly, wear our hats, wear our t-shirts, wear our swag. It might happen eventually. I'm not pushing for it. In the beginning, I was kind of selling myself to these companies. Before I had a bunch of you guys, before I had a bunch of subs, before I had a bunch of views, I said, look, I'm the new kid on the market. I'm J-Drone. I love flying. If you want to put a drone in my hand, I will fly it, but I'm not going to be biased about it. I'm going to fly it the way it is, and I'm going to tell it how it is. So if you're going to stand behind your drone and you think you have a good product, put it in my hands, because I'm going to tell it how it is. And some people did that. Airhawk did that in the beginning. What is it? GP Toys, they did it in the beginning. Those were the first 2 people that ever sent me anything, but that was kind of me selling myself to them, and I really don't do that anymore. I really don't chase manufacturers just because I'm at the point right now where I have so much stuff that if I don't get a new drone, I'm good. I can mod something. I can go over stuff with you. I can touch bases on old stuff. But people do right now. People are contacting me like RC Moment. RC Moment contacted me and said, hey, we like what you're doing. We can see what you're doing. We can see you have drone days. We can see you have drone sesh. We can see you have the RC group. Would you mind if we sent you a drone? Well, absolutely not. I'm not going to mind that you send me a drone. I'm not going to put your URL across my screen. I'm not going to spam my groups for you. But what I will do and what I can do is offer a fair review, a fair testing of your product. And if it's junk, I'm going to tell it's junk. RC Moment has sent me probably about 4 drones. 3 out of those 4 have worked really well. The Bang Toys X16, dude, I showed you guys. The GPS did not work well on it. And I told him, I said, look, are you going to send me another one, or am I going to publish this? He said, look, publish it. We're going to tell our manufacturer and we're going to tell our distributors that we had issues with this and maybe we don't want to sell it anymore. And then he sent me the Whirlwind right after that. So he basically chalked it up as, maybe we don't want to sell that product. Please publish it. As opposed to other people that I've dealt with in the past that have tried to sugarcoat me. Bugs 3 Flying Crew, keep up going. Absolutely, Bugs 3. Still waiting to win your drone. That is off. When I get off of here, I will go on drone days and I will announce that shut down and we will pick a winner. What is going up? Effect 2017. We will pick a winner probably Thursday or Friday or something, and I'll get that Alsema out to you guys. That's on me, courtesy of Jane. Jane is a member of Drone Days. She sent a monetary amount to me, which blew my mind, and me paying it forward. Somebody paid it forward to me, so it's going full circle to you guys on Drone Days. Drone Days, NorCal, you don't know about Drone Days. It is the group that I run. We are worldwide. We are over 11K. If you go to Facebook, or here, go to any one of my videos besides these last 2 live feeds, in the comments, there will be a link for Drone Days. Click join. Eventually, I'll approve it, and I'm getting hoarse here. Eventually, I'll approve it, and you'll be in the best darn drone group in the world. There is a drone giveaway. There was a drone giveaway. It is closed right now. Drone Days is where it was. It's for GPS to Al Senma. And during the winter, I do a lot more with that. During the summer, I'm more of an active person. I have a lot more business, so I can't quite do the giveaways as much as I'd like to. Okay, bro, good work as usual. Keep it up, flying the books too. But yeah, so that's where it's at. As far as sponsors, if somebody would come at me and would give me a legitimate offer and say, look, dude, any new drone we have out, we're going to throw at you. Do us a favor, though. Be fair about it. Do honest testing. If you have an issue, get at us. We'll send you another drone. And that's where I said where AirHawk was one of the first. AirHawk did that. AirHawk sent me a drone. It flew up and it crashed. I contacted him like, yo, I understand mass production. You're going to get some stuff that comes off the line that doesn't work well. What do you want to do here? We have two options. You could either send me another drone to show me that you're backed by your product and this one was just a junk one off the line, or I'm publishing it and I'm putting it on YouTube. Not to be cocky, not to be rude, but to be quality control, to be you guys, to show you guys what works and what doesn't work. Dude, they backed their product. They shipped me out another one in 2 days. They 2 days shipped me another one, same exact drone, and it worked well, and I posted that. I did make note on Drone Days that I had issues, but I showed that they have a good product running. They stood behind their product, and that's what I want. I want a manufacturer to stand behind their product. Great videos that you are putting out. Thanks, Robert. I appreciate you, and I'm happy you like the videos. Hopefully I'm entertaining. Hopefully I'm informative, and hopefully you come back and watch some more. Absolutely. All right, any more questions, comments, concerns? Anything you got for me? Anybody working with a drone company? Drop my name, dude. Feel free and drop my name. Y'all want me to be sponsored? Word of mouth is a good way to go with that. But yeah, I guess that's about it right now. Recap: we were playing with this guy, 5 gigahertz. Bought a phone 5 gigahertz. Tore this guy apart. Best battery for the Bugs 2, please. Best battery for the Bugs 2 is the Bugs 2's battery. You can mod a Bugs 3's battery in there. It'll work well. Later, JP. Yeah, at this note, we're going to shut this down because I have stuff to do online. I do also have a wife. I got to spend time with her. And we're going to end this, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you watching. What do you think about the AEE? I don't know nothing about the AEE. Have a good night. Later. Thank you, guys. Later. Peace. Fly safe. And take care. All right, we're going to end this. We're going to find the end button. And actually, we have something over the end button. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good morning, wherever you're at in the world. And I'm J-Drone. So appreciate y'all watching. Take care. Fly safe, guys.